are here with NBC's Hallie Jackson. Hallie, thank you so much for being here with us.
Such a pleasure. Thank you for chatting with me.
So we want to just get your insight. I mean, this is the first debate that we've seen since 2020. That very first debate in 2020, a lot of fireworks in Cleveland, right? Mute button, a big deal. How big of a deal is it tonight?
A big one, right? I mean, this is one where their microphones will be muted when it's not their turn to speak. That is going to take away those opportunities for some of those maybe interruptions or crosstalk, as we call it, that can often elicit a memorable moment or a response. So it'll be very interesting to see how that plays. Plus, remember, there's no live audience. It's going to be in a studio, so there's not going to be the cheering, the clapping, the hooting, and the hollering that you might see at other debates as well.
I wanted to ask about the timing of this debate. As we know, it's very early. President Trump put that bait out there, and President Biden said, let's do it with the video message, right? I'm going to take you on. Here's the bait. Let's do it.
Yeah.
What does the timing of this debate show? I mean, the election day seems close relatively, but a lot can happen between now and then.
It feels like 6 lifetimes until November, right? This is the earliest presidential debate that we've seen in modern history. And so when you look, from my conversations with some of the Biden sources that I have, they would like to get this to be very clearly a one-on-one delineation to show that contrast between former President Trump and President Biden ASAP. The former president, as he has said very publicly, is sort of down to debate and do it whenever and wherever. We'll have another debate in September. What's interesting, and you know this, the conventional wisdom is typically that most Americans, start to tune in and really engage in politics kind of after Labor Day as we turn into the fall of a presidential election year. But watch for some real eyeballs on tonight's debate. A new Quinnipiac poll that's just out suggests that as many as 7 in 10 Americans are going to tune in tonight. Those are monster numbers. That's like Super Bowl type numbers potentially. So we'll see how many people are watching a pretty big moment here, the biggest moment so far this election season.
What significance does it mean that we're having this debate in Atlanta? This is a two-pronged question. For one side of the stage, it's at CNN, a network that he does not like. He has publicly stated he doesn't feel like CNN treats him fairly. So what is the significance of having it here in Georgia and having it at CNN?
It's a great question. I'll take the sort of, if you call them the moderators or the referees first, because the former president has been to a degree working refs already, suggesting preemptively that he will be treated unfairly tonight. On the flip side of the coin, you have President Biden and his team concerned about the fact-checking piece of this, because they believe that there will be things that are said by former President Trump that aren't true, and they want some sort of clear call-out on that front. As far as Georgia, I mean, you're it. You are in the center of the political universe here. I mean, we will be here a lot over the course of the next 4 or 5 months or so, and so there, in many ways, is almost no better place in the country to start this presidential election season off in this way with this debate than this state.
Anything else that you just are looking for tonight when you're looking at this debate tonight?
Yeah, I've been thinking of it and talking with my team in these two, right, the policy and then the political theater, if you will. And so on the issue of abortion access, which obviously has significance today, given that Supreme Court ruling today, how hard will President Biden try to go after the former president on this? On the issue of economy and immigration, same question on the side of Mr. Trump here. These are issues that we know Americans care about. The issue of strength. President Biden may want to come out showing some strength to counter attacks on his age. On the flip side, former President Trump may benefit from showing some discipline given the attacks on him for creating chaos behind him. So there's a lot riding on this. The demeanor is going to be important. The tone is going to be important. And then, of course, the substance is going to be critical as well. It's going to tell us a lot about who may lead our country here coming up in the next 6 months.
Hallie Jackson, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.